What's up, guys, and thank you for listening to our first episode of Coffee Bar Podcast. My name is Garrett.
And I'm Jesse.
We just want to kind of introduce ourselves this episode and kind of give you guys the idea of why we started this podcast. Without further ado, I'll let Jesse get into an introduction.
So, I'm Jesse, IT professional, greatest technician to ever live.
Only truth here.
Only truth here.
It's definitely not lying. I'm going to say it because I know he won't. He is single, ladies. Ready to mingle.
And gentlemen, we accept everyone.
Hey, there is no body that we reject on this podcast.
Here.
So,
if you're a guy, I might turn you down, but I'll be flattered if you ask.
Honestly, it's going to pump you up.
Gonna pump me up.
I got a great story about that later, actually.
About pumping people up?
About being hit on by a guy, and actually it involves my now wife. So just remind me, we'll circle back. So my name is Garrett. I'm also in the IT field. That's actually how me and Jesse met. I'm married, as I've already said. Big sports guy. Love to golf. Love to travel, and love the game when I'm not working.
Love the golf. If you can't tell, we're in the golf room right now.
Yeah, we try to keep it to the corner, but everything else is behind you guys right now.
The simulator set up, hit some zingers.
Hit some zingers.
Day in, day out.
That's how I really keep my 26 handicapped.
That's really how I four-put everything.
Literally, I'm not that great. But hey, keeps me honest. So how me and Jesse met. Actually, I think we're overlooking little track and field state title in Jesse's intro.
Not the boast.
But hey, that's
do have a Maryland state title in track and field.
It's very true. I actually have a state title in soccer. Ooh. Co-champion my freshman year. And it's kind of actually an upsetting story, wow. But the year before, a guy lost some penalty kicks and committed suicide.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So they took penalty kicks out, and that's how we became co-champions the year that we went.
Wow, so
it literally says co-champions.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
It's upsetting. But hey, better than nothing, I guess. Oh, no.
Or after 3, they gave up.
Double overtime.
And
then they just said, you know what, to tie.
Wow.
So, crazy.
So, yeah, track and field state title. I enjoy my fair share of gaming. Yeah. Some Rocket League. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal game.
Turnip sellers. Big sales on Sundays.
Oh, yeah, selling turnips in Animal Crossing.
Big sales on Sundays.
That's slowed down recently, but...
Buy.
Buy, sell.
That's it. Big sneakerhead.
Buy high, sell low.
Jesse's got a huge sneaker collection.
Sneakerhead.
You know what I mean? Just absolute insane. Every time I see him, he's got a new pair of shoes on.
I actually haven't bought a pair of sneakers in a while.
That means he has so many sneakers that I still am seeing new ones every time I see him.
Yeah, fun stuff. Skiing. Love my winters. Getting out in the snow a bit. And frying it up. Yeah. Being a single male.
For those of you listening,
learning to cook for myself.
For those of you listening and not actually watching, I suggest you go over to YouTube and watch the video. But me and Jesse are pasty white. So winters and fall are our favorite seasons. Because summer, I just got back from the beach. Sheesh. Roasted. I'm literally a lobster. It's insane.
Aloe in the bathtub.
Bro.
Roll around.
Yeah, I don't want to flood the living room again.
Garrett, your aloe bath's ready. Coming, Mom. I hope your mom listens to this.
Yeah, she probably will. Thanks, Mom. Number 1 fan. Thank you,
Mom. We appreciate you.
We appreciate it. Big shout out. Yeah, so I guess let's just talk about the premise of Coffee Bar and kind of how we got this podcast started. It kind of dissects a little bit of how we met each other, the people we interact with every day at work. I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah, so the real origin story of this podcast is due to we have our work crew, right? So Garrett used to be a contractor for where I work, and now actually just this week as we're recording, he became full-time, and it was his first week full-time. But prior to that, we had a little crew, us and 2 of the ladies from HR. They might be mad that I called them ladies.
Ashley Kelly.
Girls, ladies.
Ashley Kelly. Shout out.
Women.
Strong women.
In the workforce. Good on them.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we have our little crew, and due to the coronavirus, we're all work from home. So we're having our daily call because we're such good friends. We have to have the daily call.
Yeah, honestly, that stems from like always eating lunch together every single day. We're in the
That's
office.
what I look forward to.
Yeah.
A little moment to decompress from all the shit I deal with as an IT professional.
And sometimes we don't even talk.
Feels like working in retail some days being in IT.
Retail jobs, the worst. Like, kudos to them. I can only fold so many t-shirts before I just have to like freak out.
I can only fix so many people's printers before I bang my head on a keyboard.
Just tell them to stop printing things. You know what I mean? Send emails. Print a PDF. Do
Save
something
the trees.
else.
Save the trees.
Yeah, for real. You know, I mean, ink is not cheap. But so we have this phone call every day at 11:30, Monday through Friday. And we just try to hop on if we can, just so we can like talk or hang out. And, you know, like Ashley just finished up Game of Thrones. You know, so we were kind of like talking to her. We all
a little late to the party.
A little late, you know, but honestly living vicariously through Ashley for kind of feeling like we were watching it again. But yeah, just like kind of catch up every day.
Yeah, daily call, shoot the shit, take a little break. So we're talking about, since we're on voice and stuff, I was listening to my own voice and stuff. I was like, what if I had a podcast? What I'd do, what would it be about, you know, just theorizing stuff. Not serious, just joking around the whole time. And then Garrett came late because he actually does his job, so he joined our call late.
Yeah, I was actually
He's in the middle of something. And he just hears the word podcast and said, we're starting a podcast. And then I instantly said yes. And we started looking at equipment that night.
Yeah, and here we are. You know, I mean, it was
threw down some money.
Last Thursday?
Get the equipment. Yeah. It's probably about a week now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very quick turnaround.
Got everything in. Here we are.
Probably better than some of our IT tickets. No, yeah. I mean,
don't look at that help desk.
Yeah, don't. No, I mean, that's kind of it. It was a phone call that I came in late on, and I've always wanted to start a podcast. Just really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do, or any thoughts. I mean, I knew obviously I want to talk to like friends and people I've met. Being an IT professional, you meet a lot of like, I don't want to use the word crazy, but
interesting,
fascinating people that just do things that like kind of blow your mind. It makes you seem very normal and very like average Joe.
Yeah.
And, I just
like, I think everyone can really sort of think about that. When you watch those weird YouTube videos about some guy in Thailand who just like makes pancakes all day. Yeah. If you think about it, you know people like that just do something interesting with their lives and master a craft or have an interesting hobby.
You know, and it's not like mainstream, you know what I mean? It's not like a construction worker, you know what I mean? I mean, it's not mainstream, like people that have mastered their craft at, like you said, making pancakes, or, you know, I don't want to jump ahead, but taking professional photography for wrestlers. You know, I mean, it's a cool, in my eyes, it's something I never thought existed, yet somebody actually like mastered that and actually does that for a living. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's super, super cool. So that's what we really want to do on this podcast, is sort of highlight those people, have some cool guests on, talk about some interesting stuff ourselves as well.
Yeah.
You know, just get it going.
Yeah, I mean, I think our main goal is to kind of interview people that we've met, or honestly, people that we haven't met, because I'm sure we're going to meet some new people through this podcast, and kind of share with you their thoughts, their life, you know, and honestly, like give you a chance to meet these people as well. I think that's like exactly what we want to do. Yeah,
definitely.
And laugh in the meantime. Like entertainment, like I definitely want to laugh.
And drink some coffee.
Yeah, and
some alcohol with that.
Some little bevs, little alcohol bevs.
Speaking of coffee, what we got today?
So today we are drinking Rise Up Coffee. They're out of Easton, Maryland.
Near Ocean City, yeah.
Yeah. So we got this bag from their West Ocean City location.
A couple days ago. It's fresh.
Yep, fresh bag, freshly roasted in a French press. Best way to drink coffee.
I don't know. A lot of people are on that pour over gang.
Pour over, like it's like a carafe.
It's kind of, you like put like a little thing on top of your mug, and it's almost like a funnel.
Okay.
And you put a filter in there, put your grounds, and then you like take hot water and like pour it over.
So it's like a little like slow roast, slow pour.
Yeah. And it'll drip down through.
Might try that. Yeah, I just French press, dude. It's so smooth.
That's what I'm hearing has been the move.
All right, sick. Yeah, but if you guys haven't had a chance, check out Rise Up Coffee. We are not sponsored by them, but we just want to give them that plug because it's that good.
It's that good. Some good stuff.
It is.
I don't know. I'm really excited to get into coffee a bit more. I mean, I'm usually a tea type of person.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I like coffee. It's just not my first choice in the morning.
I need that caffeine, man. I need that rush. I need, like, somebody just kind of slap me in the face and
it's a thing.
Tell me to get going.
Maybe as I drink some more coffee, I'll get like that. But currently, I just get really jumpy.
I wasn't.
Low tolerance, I guess.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I guess, so like this is like a dark roast. So I think there definitely is a basis on like how much caffeine's in each.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm buzzing.
This is also our second French roast or French press. So we're moving right now. I didn't get into coffee until I was working actually at 84 Lumber because I was waking up really early and I was super young and I did not.
What do you do? Just haul stuff?
No, I worked.
No, you couldn't even drive yet, right?
I worked in. No, I was like. I think I was like 22. I worked in like
throwing planks around.
Yeah, like loading up, like building bundles for like the builders come pick it up, helping just kind of like at Home Depot if you were to go buy like boards or buy anything like that, just like put it in their trucks and help them load. But yeah, dude, I mean the hours I was there from like 5 sometimes to 5, and I mean I was drinking coffee, but I was drinking like 10 cream, 10 sugar. Like I was drinking, I wasn't really drinking coffee. I was drinking like caffeinated milk. But I mean, as I got into it, actually, me and my wife went on a diet like last year where we cut out dairy, and I had always still drank milk and sugar.
What was that called again? That diet, Whole 30.
Whole 30. Yeah.
We like to joke we're on Whole 300.
Whole 300. Everything that's not healthy is Whole 300.
Quarantine diet.
I'm sure everybody can relate to that right now. But yeah, so we cut out dairy, and I started drinking like black coffee, and I can really get down with some black coffee now. Like especially like that diner burnt pot, like pour it in a cup, and it's just like nasty water.
Yeah. I guess that's a weird thing about my coffee experience is that not drinking coffee very much, I've always had the taste for black coffee.
Really?
Like, yeah, I mean, usually people say it's acquired or something. But
yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like it's kind of like how beer is. Like when you're younger, like it's like dirty. Honestly, it's like dirt water. Like it's it's very earthy toned. Like I guess if like you drink good coffee, black coffee is real easy to drink.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's kind of we're going off on a tangent about coffee, but that's how we got started with this podcast. We're excited to have on some of these people and just kind of get into some interviews and share their stories with you guys. Yeah, I think pump's an understatement at this point.
So pumped.
Yeah, so pumped.
Should see the chat.
Oh, dude.
Going off tangents
left and right.
Sweaters, hats, 27 logos.
True.
Commissioned art.
That's coming. Yeah, I mean, we threw together our logo, just something because we really want to try to get out on all the platforms. So we spent 6 hours last Sunday building a logo and trying to get some intro music.
When people think about it, I mean, they're like, I'm going to make a podcast. I'm going to like record myself and just throw that shit up somewhere.
Not happen.
Yeah, if you want to be in the running with everyone else, you got to go through. There's all this back end stuff.
Yeah, there is. There's a ton of stuff. And
like I'm literally learning HTML right now to try and make a website.
You're better than most.
It's absurd.
Jason. Better than most.
Yeah, it's weird that this would motivate me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so Shannon was calling this my passion project, and I really feel like that's kind of like where it's at. Like a lot of people that know me I just love to like talk, dude. I love to talk to new people, like people haven't seen in a while, people I saw yesterday. Like I just feel like human connection with word, dude. It just like you can find so much out about somebody by just a simple conversation. But yeah, so I think
it's something definitely I've gotten better at over time. I used to be someone very in my shell, but now I enjoy actually talking to people, going out.
Yeah, I mean,
figuring things out.
I think at some point in time you got to put yourself out there, and they really try to, I guess, do that with like the speech classes in college and making you stand up in front of class, and it's like you're talking about subjects that you don't, I mean, really you don't care about. You know what I mean? You're just doing it just so like, please give me an A on this paper or whatever, like this speech. Yeah. But like when you're passionate about something, IT, games, outdoor activities, cooking, you know, because shout out low-key, Jay-Z dropped a couple hundred on a one-of-one knife last week. But I'll tell you what, he could fruit ninja anything you throw at him. I watched him cut a piece of paper by just like holding it out in front of him and just like slicing it. Like, it's pretty slick.
Yeah, you got the whetstone and everything.
Yeah, so like if you're passionate about that, you know what I mean, you can talk for hours about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, no, but that's cool.
Yeah, it definitely stinks that it took me so long to really get comfortable talking to people, because I wish I had that skill earlier in college.
Yeah.
Because in college, it's a really unique experience. If you're in college right now, you know, really take advantage of that. I mean, I guess it's hard when everyone's at home because the whole virus and everything, but there's so many interesting people in college that do so many different things, have so many different viewpoints that you might never meet again.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like at work, everyone's there to sort of do a similar job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of true.
You don't get as many backgrounds.
You really don't. And like the background you get, they're either like kind of similar to you, and that's where you guys, like me and Jesse, kind of have a lot to relate to, or people that are just kind of so far off that outside of work you don't talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, dude, college just wasn't my cup of tea. School never was. I was definitely like a PE kind of guy, like where I would try to get my history teacher to write me hall passes to just go back to gym class and like play floor hockey, like until the bell rang, and then I'd come back, grab my book back from history class, and go to my next class. Like I mean, class was just not my strong suit, dude. I didn't like sitting there and like being like spoon fed stuff.
You heard it here first. I'm the educated one.
He is, dude. He is for sure.
Big brain.
He is. Hey. Luckily, because if not, we would still not have sound in these microphones. No, but I mean, shout out CCBC. I went to Essex. Enjoyed my time there.
Was Catonsville or
so
CCBC?
Community College, Baltimore County.
Community College, Baltimore County.
Yeah, they have 3 main campuses: Dundalk, Essex, and Catonsville. Then they have a couple like small, I think like Hunt Valleys and Owings Mills is one of them, 2 of them. Mm-hmm. But no, I went to CCBC Essex, got my associates from there, transferred to UMBC, just kind of felt like I was spinning my wheels, wasting money. Then stopped.
Community college is a good move.
It really is.
I feel like especially now with everyone online learning.
Yeah, I mean you're getting the education at least half the cost. You know what I mean? And like there's good teachers. If you do
your research, make sure transfer credits are all clean.
True. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think in the state of Maryland, you know, I'm assuming most of our listeners right now are going to be from there. But in the state of Maryland, if you graduate from CCBC, you can transfer up to like, I think it's like
any
85
state college,
to any public state college. Yep, and put that towards your bachelor's degree. Yeah. So
yeah, that's cool.
Not bad. All right, so yeah, we definitely wanted to roll into something that would kind of give a little bit more information about us. Not necessarily like the
thing.
not like the boring facts of like what Jesse's Tinder profile would say, but like, you know, like something that is kind of off the cuff. We really don't know the answers to these questions because me and Jesse have kind of thought of 3 different questions on our own to ask each other, so that way the answers are fresh and not rehearsed. You want me to start with a question?
Well, yeah. So surprise questionnaire. We each got some questions.
Let's jump right into it.
You first. So we're both going to answer these, but only one person knows what the question is ahead of time.
Correct. All right. So my first question to you, Jesse. If you could be a part of any sitcom, group, or family, who would it be?
Any sitcom, group, or family, who would it be? Well, I'm a little young. I'm kind of younger than, you know, when the popular sitcoms were.
Let's not talk about the age
thing. A lot of them
thing.
were before I was born. Like when you know everyone's watching Friends, I'm 7 years old watching Power Rangers.
True. Yes, I mean, I guess let's extend this out because I do know you kind of have more of a I don't want to say like cartoon background, but like anime like imagery. So like extend it out, you know. I would say let's say like any TV series group family.
Any TV series. Well, you definitely don't want to pick anything like animated or sci-fi because, you know, people just die in those.
And
like you watch Avengers.
True. You're out.
Well, you don't think about, you know, Hulk throwing 7 cars into those buildings. Some guy's just typing away and the car comes through his office.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch shows. I mean, that's my biggest downfall in relating to people. Is I'm not a big show watcher. I'm all about that YouTube.
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, if I had to be a part of a sitcom, honestly, I think this is kind of like showing, and I guess I was born after it, but big Seinfeld fan. Like, dude, I don't know what it is. Like, it's really dry humor, and I really don't find him funny as a comedian. But like his TV show was kind of comical to me.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's pretty funny.
And I think it's just the characters, like all the characters, kind of feed into one another, and that's what makes the show funny. But like Jerry on his own, not funny. Like George Costanza's like, you know what I mean? He's just like so uptight all the time. And dude, Kramer. I mean, that's
Kramer's the pinnacle.
He's a 12 out of 10. Like Kramer just literally.
Even Newman adds something.
Oh, dude.
Well, I guess I'm lying now. I said I don't know anything, but I know about Seinfeld apparently. I guess that shows how good that show is.
Seinfeld, I mean, I just feel like that show will never kind of get old. Also, like, show before my time, Cheers. You probably haven't really seen it.
Never heard of it.
That's just like a good, like, hometown bar. I mean, it's where everybody knows your name. You know what I mean? Like, the one dude walks in, his name's Norm. They all yell Norm when he walks in. It's a good show.
I would want to be, I think if I was in a show, like in a family or something, I would want to be in some like Western Little House on the Prairie type shit.
Something like
where my entire life is just going out and, you know, pumping some water. And I come in, my mom makes some like bread for supper.
Biscuits and gravy in the morning.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy in the morning. Go out, pump water, milk the cows, feed the pigs. You know, a simple life.
So it sounds like Jesse would love to be a part of the Oregon Trail.
Oh, fun fact about me. Middle school Oregon Trail champion. How does one acquire that? We had a competition.
Oh, yeah?
In middle school. And I'm not sure if anyone's ever played Oregon Trail, but
I'm sure a ton of people
play Oregon Trail.
That and Sequest.
Yeah, so when you actually get to your final goal, it gives you a point total, and that's how we would rank each other. So we had 3 classes to just play Oregon Trail, and whoever had the highest point total at the end, the highest scoring game, would be declared the champion.
Yeah, I would either be second or last, like second to last or last, because I would either die from a venomous snake bite or drown in the river when trying to cross it.
So I'll tell you how you avoid that. While everyone was trying to game this game, you know, find optimal strategies, do everything super carefully, I was just playing hundreds of games at class. I would just the like least amount of supplies we would need, leave right after winter, so you have the whole warm season to get through. That does make you more susceptible to disease and stuff, but how I countered that was just having my people go full speed, fording every river. You know, if they die, I start a new game. And I was pumping out 100 games a class until I got that one game where it worked. Got all the way across the country in a couple weeks.
I mean, I guess it's just like chance, like luck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's
tons of points.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Heard it here first. That's how you
Oregon Trail.
How you win an Oregon Trail.
Can't get cholera if you're sprinting across the country.
I don't even think I've ever made it all the way. I really don't think I have. I haven't played the game in so long.
Yeah, hardest part is the Mississippi.
Yeah, okay.
Most of my games failed trying to ford the Mississippi.
Yeah. And we're talking about a game that is in like DOS screen, like green and black. Like or white and black. Like the graphics are absolutely terrible. But still could play for hours and play hundreds of games. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe like the original one was just text based.
Yeah, it was like
I didn't play that one, but
yeah, it was I think I remember the first one I ever played was like white. Like it wasn't technically like it wasn't like the green screen.
Yeah.
It still had like it was. I mean, dude, I think the first time I ever played it was on like one of them like really bright, colorful Macs. Like back when they had like the whole computer lab, like of like
blue computer
and green
lab
Macs. Yeah, that was like a long time.
So I guess that defines how you are, whether your favorite class was computer lab or gym.
Yeah, I mean,
or both.
Let's go back to
I had the typing days.
The third grade when Oregon Trail was a thing. I think I was every bit of probably like 4 foot tall, and I was a little meatball, dude. I was so chunky, so I enjoyed whatever class I didn't have to run around in.
That's funny.
But it's funny though, because I actually when we moved, I lived in White Marsh for a little while and went to Joplin Elementary, and when I moved to Sparrows Point, I started playing soccer, and that's when like I got taller, not too tall, got skinnier, and dude, I was just like mobile, never wanted to sit still. Which is just absurd to think back that. So, one point in time in my life, I was like, yeah, if we're playing with these little scooter things, I'll just like roll around. Like, no big deal.
Yeah. Really, at my age, I was the last generation to sort of play outside. Kids don't do that these days.
True. Yeah.
When, 10-year-olds started getting cell phones, they don't need to go outside and be little rascals around the neighborhood and,
that was the best part.
Almost die. I mean, I guess that's a good part. You don't get in those situations anymore, doing stupid stuff as a kid.
Like using a huge electrical box as base in tag.
Yeah, like back when I lived in Pikesville, shout out to Pikesville, me and my cousin found a gun and like thrown in a stream in our backyard. Played with it for at least 30 minutes before my mom found us and called the police and such.
Was it loaded?
I don't know. I was old enough to barely hold it, so probably 5 or 6.
Let's go ahead and take that fact down for when we get to speak to Jesse's mom if that gun was loaded or not. I want to know the risk of that one.
Yes, that's a question. I guess I'll get into my first question. What fad did you never understand? Why do you think mine's got to be Frosted Tips?
Frosted Tips.
That used to be.
I didn't have them, but I remember them.
I was like elementary school.
Yeah, I think I was like in middle school. That was like right before like the long hair phase. Like it was like, dude.
So if like your parents let you dye your hair in elementary school, people are like, "Wow, your parents are wild, man."
They're tripping.
You're cool.
You're cool. You're cool. Oh, dude, fad.
And like Guy Fieri.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't do it because he just wanted to do it. It was
still
cool
rocking
at one time.
You know what I mean? He's still rocking.
Yeah, he never
with
changed.
With his red lensed sunglasses.
Or Backstreet Boys. I think that might have been where it came from, right?
I think like that era, like 2000s.
Boy bands.
Yeah. JT, the ramen hair. Yeah. No, I would say the fad that I never really got into that I didn't really understand is like really baggy clothing. You know what I mean? Like the FUBU t-shirts and like the long like Janko jeans. Like I never had them. I guess they were cool, but I just never understood why I wanted to dig down to my knee to get my keys out. You know, or why my t-shirt was gonna be so long. Like I would literally not be able to like walk because it would get in my way. I just never could get down with the baggy clothing like that.
Yeah. What people are doing now is kind of cool. How it's like slight oversized. Like you maybe say go one size up. But these kids used to be literally 12 years old wearing a 3X t-shirt that's down to their knees.
3XL T.
Yeah.
Don't forget the T because that meant it was long. You know what I mean? Like that was a thing. Oh, dude. I remember that was that fad. Yeah. I'm glad that kind of grew out. Actually, when we were down the beach this last week, I saw a guy like walking down the street with like what we used to call like they were like really, really long shorts. Like they would come down like your ankle. And I was like, dude, how is this guy still First of all, it was like 85 degrees outside. No, I used to, God, what were they called, dude?
Capris is the modern day version.
Yeah, I mean, they were long. And I was just like, I don't understand how this guy can be outside right now and things. They were so, A, he had to be sweating. They were so hot. B, like, how do you, like, you might as well just wear pants at that point. What's the point of getting your ankles tan?
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know. I don't know. Yeah,
that's funny.
One, all right, so this is a funny one that I looked up right before. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I mean, so this question gets asked a lot.
It does.
It does. So my thought process is a horse-sized horse can fuck you up.
What is it?
A horse-sized horse.
Oh, true,
just a normal horse.
True. Okay. Yeah.
They're big, strong. So a duck the size of a horse with that bill would be vicious.
True. Yeah, I mean, and then you gotta, I guess, incorporate the wings into that too.
Yeah, they fly.
Yeah, it's like a dragon.
It's almost
a dragon at that point. It just doesn't breathe fire.
And what's the smaller version? The
100 duck-sized horses.
Duck-sized horses.
Yeah, so small horses.
Yeah, their little chompers get so much smaller, and they're on 4 legs.
Yeah, there's 100 of them. I mean, honestly,
is it just like me and my body, or can I like get a golf club, or
I think it's just you versus them.
Or is it like if we look out the window and see one, what are we going to do about it?
Honestly, if I look out the window and see 100 duck-sized horses, I'm out.
Science has gone too far.
Yeah, dude. There's been some stuff happening. There was an error in the lab. Yeah, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm probably going to have to agree with you. The 100 duck-sized horses, because after you put it into perspective of like...
They're both scary.
We're then fighting a dragon. Like, I'm out on that. Like
They're both scary, but I think the...
God, dude. I'm just like
the duck-sized horses is the lesser of two evils.
I'm imagining like a big duck, and it's like a pterodactyl. It's a no.
Horses are no joke. Like those Budweiser horses and stuff, they're huge.
Yeah. The Clydesdales.
Even normal-sized horses.
Yeah, man. I guess they really. Yeah, I mean, like, what's a duck? Like a foot, like that big. Like they ain't going to be kicking you like they rear kick or whatever.
Oh yeah, I think it's more of a donkey thing, but that'll knock you out.
Yeah. But not when they're little ducks, so it'll just hurt your shins.
It's not just something you see on Looney Tunes. Donkeys like actually do that to people.
I know. Like, I think I don't know who. Somebody got kicked in the head. God, dude. I honestly want to say, dude. I think it was like Charles's grandfather. I think I could be speaking way out of turn, but I think he got kicked in the head, and that's how he went deaf. When he was not when Charles was even like alive, but like younger. Like, it's like serious stuff. Yeah. It could. I mean, A, it could end your life. I mean, easy. Like, if you got kicked in the temple or something like that, like completely crush your skull. B, some major brain issues.
Yeah, well, that's nuts. So on our next note, next question.
Anyway, bring the morale back up.
What hobby would you get into if time and money wasn't a factor?
Yeah, I'm going to completely like...
So you do something absurd.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a professional base jumper now.
Honestly, I would not want to risk my life.
Yeah, that's scary.
So, like, that's something that, like, automatically I would be like, yeah, even though money is not an issue, was it time and money?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird how calm some of those adrenaline junkies are.
Dude.
Because you gotta be. Like, if you're base jumping and you start freaking out, it's over.
I mean,
you're dead.
And the thing is, like, I would say, like, any professional has a practice. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have, like, some kind of rotation of, like, you've done this 100 times. Dude, you don't jump off of a building 100 times to get your, okay, I'm good with doing it now.
Yeah, at one point, you just gotta
be okay with it. Yeah, no, that's something I just can't get down with. Damn, dude.
I think mine would be sort of something with cars, maybe.
Yeah.
Or,
like car
I don't know anything about cars, but... If you have the money, yeah. I feel like it's a really rewarding hobby to get a pile of parts.
Oh, you mean like building cars?
Yeah, like building, modifying.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Or like drones or something.
Yeah.
It's like I feel successful after building a computer.
Yeah.
And some of you might think that's hard, but it's really not. It's just kind of like big boy Legos. You just gotta make sure you put the cables in the right spot.
That's actually really funny you put it that way, dude. Because I was a big Lego kid. I don't know if you were like if Legos were a big thing when you were younger.
Yeah.
But dude, I had totes and totes of Legos, and like I remember going out like on Friday nights. Like me and my grandfather would go out to like Toys R Us and Walmart, and we would get like a big Lego set, dude. I'm talking about like 5, 6, 7, and build for hours. And like sometimes I wouldn't even follow the directions. I was like, screw it, whatever. I'm just gonna make whatever. But like when like that Lego Death Star.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's harder than building a computer.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I feel like a computer is just, you have to have some common knowledge, there are some things that you acquire over time. Like I feel like the thermal paste thing, big thing. Like, you just can't be.
Most of those come pre-applied though now.
Really?
Which is nice. You just peel off a little sticker, stick your CPU on, and
really, damn. I wish I would have had that when I built that one.
Yeah, thermal paste is definitely the hardest part.
I would say if I had unlimited time and money, I've been on a big space kick lately.
Oh, you're gonna go to space, build rockets in your backyard.
Yeah, I mean, I'd really like to like. I feel like I'd really like to go to space. I think it's. I
don't know if you can call that a hobby, man.
No, okay, so let's
like I don't think anyone has that hobby.
No.
Like you devote your whole life to being an astronaut.
True.
That's something you gotta have a profession. I mean, I guess it's kind of Elon Musk's hobby.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
that guy. Company,
and that's honestly, I've been on a big Elon Musk kick lately. That guy just fascinates the hell out of me. No, I would say I'd probably do something like with like traveling, like some kind of like, what do they call them? Like travel, like a vlogger kind of. Yeah, like, I mean, like just traveling the world. Yeah, like food, travel.
Walk around with a camera.
Visit different places, like visit the 7 Wonders. I mean, like that would, I mean, we're talking about unlimited time and money, so I could do that. I wouldn't have to worry about work or anything.
Yeah.
I would definitely just travel as much as possible. I think that would be we can consider that a hobby.
Have you seen those sort of live streamers on Twitch who do in real life streams? So they literally walk around places with, I mean, it's been slowing down now because the virus stops you from going out a lot. But there's people like, there's one guy I watch who lived in Japan a while, and he has this backpack. He has a camera mounted on his chest, and the backpack has this sort of equipment in there that will take multiple mobile SIM cards and sort of merge the connection, so you can get a stable connection just walking around.
Oh, wow!
And he just live stream himself walking around, enjoying different countries, and
that's sick.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
No, I mean, it's
super exciting to watch.
Isn't it crazy how Twitch is kind of blowing up too? Like,
yeah,
like somebody mentioned to me the other day that Twitch might actually be releasing like some kind of like TV option too.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I mean, they're with
like
Amazon.
YouTube.
So,
yeah.
and if Amazon wants to catch up with YouTube TV.
Yeah, YouTube TV. Shout out. That's been a life changer completely. cut the cable. Had to keep internet, but cut the actual cable boxes out of our life. But no, that's, yeah. I mean, honestly, anything with technology. Like, technology is just booming.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's such a broad spectrum. People don't understand that. Like, oh, you're good with a computer, so you should be good with, like, I don't know, fixing televisions. Like.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like
technology is so widespread.
Or like, you fix computers all day. Can you code this for me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, my uncle's like, Jesse, I have no idea. Can you make this app for me? I'm like, I don't know how to code. I mean, yes, I'm kind of learning to do our website and stuff, but I know like the basics of coding, but I couldn't make an app.
But it's like not. I mean, in order to become a professional in your field, in your specific, profession, then you have to focus a lot of your time and effort into that. And when you're focusing it on, learning code or, I don't want to say learning PC repair because I mean that's kind of a fundamental step, but like learning one specific thing, you're not really helping yourself professionally. So
yeah, definitely.
I mean, I feel like that's anything.
I mean, and then hobby creep's a thing.
Yeah, like creating a podcast.
Many hobbies, you're not going to be good at any of them.
It's true. I'm not good at golf. Hopefully, I'm better at podcasting.
That's like a human trait. Is we want to be good at things. I feel like.
Yeah, taking too much on your plate.
Like you don't want to be bad at stuff. Like we don't talk to that guy. He's bad at stuff. Anyways,
I wonder what the reason why people don't talk to me. All right. So is it my question?
You, yeah.
Okay, cool. So last question. If you're the CEO of whatever company, what are the first 3 things you check about the business when you wake up in the morning?
What are the first 3 things you check about the business when you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, so if you're a CEO, like you don't really have your hand in the pot, right? Like you're kind of, I don't want to say on the outside looking in, but you're definitely at the top. You're not really micromanaging. What are your first 3 things that you check into the business?
I feel like you need. I'm curious what the actual answer to that is. What a CEO actually does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they do.
Could be different with every single CEO on Earth.
Absolutely. It also depends on how big your business is.
Yeah, how big your business is. So I guess I'm a tech guy. So my infrastructure, my network.
Yeah.
Does the office have internet?
Making sure it's stable. Making sure your business is stable.
Are people able to do their jobs?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean,
which honestly, I feel like coming from two tech guys,
it's kind of a generic.
You would hope
answer,
that's not something you have to check.
Yeah.
Hopefully your infrastructure is just up. That's something you have to check daily.
Yeah. So I guess you're checking the opposite then. You're checking if something's down.
Yeah. I mean,
if you got a notification or whatever, or.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I think that I definitely think like the company's stable. Like the company's ready to work. Like let's look at it from like a different aspect of like, let's say, you're a CEO of a restaurant, or like, you're an owner of a restaurant, we'll say. Like, what's that first thing? Which my main thing would be like, is a restaurant going to be able to be in production today? Like.
Yeah, inventory. I don't think you can limit the three things. I feel like if you're a CEO or something or run a restaurant, you have to really be that wake up and go get it type.
Yeah. So
you have to get so much done before things actually start happening.
Yeah. So I mean, I think I've narrowed down like three things. My idea was production, making sure the company was able to run that day.
Yeah.
The employees, making sure that there's no issues with employees, that employees are happy, and then your consumer.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, if you're a restaurant, if you're an IT business, if you make cars, work on cars, build houses, you make sure that they're happy as well. You make sure. I don't want to say bad reviews, but you want to make sure that you're continuously providing good customer support and constantly having happy customers.
Yeah. So like a rocket launch. Like those astronauts and all that other crew is doing so many checks and everything before, the rocket goes up.
Yeah.
Everyone sees it and gets.
Yeah, I mean, dude, being a CEO, that's a big brain stuff, man.
Hopefully get some big brain CEOs on our podcast.
Yeah. I think we had a couple lined up. Couple that we want to ask and have some fun introductions with, and ask kind of these questions. What do you do in the morning?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you do at night?
Yeah,
how do you turn off? Because that's your life,
Yeah, I think that also is the thing, is that people like that give up a lot.
Yeah.
It is their life if you want your company to be successful.
I agree. I mean,
you can't stop thinking about it.
Nah, it's always on your mind. For sure. Yeah. Absolutely. What you got for the last question?
This is a funny one Shannon recommended.
Oh, God. Here we go.
If you could only say one word for a whole day, what would it be?
Sheesh. Wow.
No, that's that was actually my answer.
You think so? Look at me. Really?
Fuck. It fits. It's a very special word. I don't know if there's an actual word to describe this, but it fits anywhere in the sentence.
That's true. Yeah. I always...
like, what are you doing? Fuck. What are you doing? What the fuck? Middle, end, beginning. The whole story.
Wherever you want. Whole kit and caboodle. I always joke around with Luke about this. I hope it's not
Sunday.
Is like he would always use it as like a comma. It'd always be like a space filler. Like I said the first part of the sentence, and then fuck, and then the last part of my sentence. Like it just like was a comma in the sentence whenever he would speak.
Would people think something's wrong with you? You're just saying one word all day?
Yeah, true. I mean, it doesn't.
Or you're like a Pokemon?
Yeah.
Garrett.
Honestly,
Garrett.
Probably wow.
Wow.
Like
wow.
Or wow. Or wow. I mean, that's like three different emotions right there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. What's up? Wow. Wow.
So now you know. If Garrett wakes up one day and starts saying wow, be like, we got a day.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's came to fruition. Damn, dude.
Or maybe just say nothing. You just be mute for a day.
Dude.
That'll take a lot of willpower. That's actually something.
I couldn't do it. Like the people that are mute, like not like by biology, like not on purpose. Yeah, naturally. Thanks, John. You know, dude, that's gotta be a hard life. You know, or people that are like deaf and blind at the same time. You know, that's a really hard life to live. Yeah, I'm getting really sad on this. Stop. Sheesh.
I mean, it happens. I saw some I think it was a meme or something where there's these two guys. One is blind and the other has no arms. And they're like good friends and they go around together. I mean, you see this shit on the internet, so you don't know how true it is. But one acts as the eyes and the other acts as the arms.
Yeah, like a little tag team.
Little symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video.
Biology majors check me on that one. That's the right word.
And English majors. I saw the video on Facebook where the two guys were at a soccer game, right? And he had like the one guy could see, and I think the other guy was blind, and they had like a little like whiteboard with like two goals, and he would like holding his hands, and he would move the guy's hands, and like different motions of like tapping it would be like a header or like a pass or like a slide tackle, like, but he was like giving him a play-by-play like hand to hand.
Wow,
it was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you gotta pay so much attention though.
And soccer's a fast-paced sport.
Yeah,
I mean, baseball, dude, so much easier.
But even with baseball, it's hard paying pure attention that long. So like the people that keep their own scorecards, you know,
that's it.
Every pitch they're watching, and they do that for all 9 innings. And
you know, when I was younger,
a lot of focus. I couldn't do that.
That's actually how I think I learned and gained appreciation for the sport of baseball. Was when I was younger, my grandfather taught me how to keep that scorecard. So it was like I understood baseball on a numbers level, not just this kind of boring, I'm only watching this dude throw, 90 pitches a game and hopefully they hit 5 of them. So it's like, it's like, I mean, I understand, dude. I understand how people can't sit there and watch a full game of baseball on TV, or basketball back and forth, up the court, back down the court. But dude, sports are literally like make my blood pump.
It's crazy. It's hard without them right now, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I was watching those 2000s lacrosse reruns.
Oh yeah, that's dude. Yeah, sports need them back big time. I mean, I think basketball's coming back, right? Yeah. And football hasn't. I think basketball's coming back with 22 teams. They're playing down at Disney Wide World of Sports.
Oh, wow.
In Orlando.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I think they're going to test everybody and not have any fans, and they're bringing back like a special kind of play with some wild cards, and I think they're playing like a couple weeks and then go right into playoffs.
Yeah.
So
that was like my local soccer league tried to get things restarted, and they were like, you guys don't have to shake hands at the end. We're gonna wipe everything down that players would touch, and yeah. I'm like, I'm out there playing soccer.
Are you wiping?
I can't just not touch someone.
Are you wiping down the ball?
Yeah.
You guys are contacting.
Are we wiping down each other?
You know what I mean? Like you guys are sweating. You guys are, like,
am I supposed to play defense on someone without touching them?
Exactly.
At all,
yeah, no. That's like football. I think is going to be a hard one because that's more of obviously a contact sport.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's crazy. I'm still on like the statistics of baseball. It's all crazy. It's truly a numbers game.
It really is.
That's what makes it special.
What's that movie? Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. You ever seen that?
No.
That's about the Oakland Athletics in the 90s, like late 90s, I think. Shannon, can you correct me on that? Moneyball. Because that's when they had like Jason Giambi. They didn't. It was right after. 2011. It was in 2011 when that came out. When did it take place? Because they had like a really good team, and then they just got rid of everybody. And then 2003. Okay, yeah. So like early 2000s, and they gutted their roster. Like had no names, had guys with like
what
rag
team was
arms.
This? Is it based on a true story?
Yeah, based on a true story. It was the Athletics, and they were like,
I've heard about this.
Yeah, actually. They were like wire to wire, and they got 2002. They had the lowest funded team that year, and they ended up making it. They made it almost to a pennant race. I think. I don't think they ended up. They like lost in pennant series. But no, it's dude, and that's.
Yeah, they lost to the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, but that's what it was about. It was about literally looking at averages versus like, I mean, all kinds of statistics, like how good this guy hits versus righties versus if he, bats 8th or 2nd in the lineup, and just making a team based off of numbers. And they were like a really good team. Yeah. I mean, but it is like a one-off, and I do feel like they tried to base more like teams around that theory, and they never really got that again.
And then the O's tried it. They spent all their budget on Chris Davis.
Yeah.
And then
that guy.
The pocket change on everyone else, and then we had the worst season in the world.
Yeah, well, luckily,
maybe they didn't look at the
we're
numbers.
not in the middle of another one right now because it is a building.
I mean, just put me on those.
For real.
I'll hit the warehouse.
Yeah, maybe.
You give me anything over 70, I'm sending you 400.
Oh, geez. Are you lefty or righty?
I'm a righty.
Righty?
I'm tall, so doesn't that go against you?
You're probably not going to hit the warehouse right-handed. I'm just saying. Dude, yeah. That park is really cool.
Wasn't the wind...
Yeah,
the way it's designed, the wind goes like over the warehouse and it'll push the ball away from it.
Fun facts. If you guys ever get a chance, go down and take the tour.
Camden Yards.
By the tour guides. That
greatest ballpark in America.
Oh, easily. Dude, it's most beautiful. Yeah. I wasn't really an Orioles employee, but... Bullpen's
so nice.
Bullpen's nice. Yeah, so the fun fact about the way that Camden Yards is made is when... the ball takes flight and goes over, like starts to peak the stands. Like when we're coming from home plate out to the warehouse, the wind actually
hits... in right field, right?
Yeah, right field. It actually hits the warehouse and blows down. So it actually kills the ball and pushes the ball down instead of like keeping it in a wind flow. So that's why Ken Griffey's the only person ever hit it. And that wasn't in an exhibition. That was a bounce too, right? No, he hit it in the air at one time, exhibition.
Gotcha. But it's not very high up the wall.
It's like 8
feet. You can touch the plate. Yeah, so in the concourse, they put little plaques wherever the ball lands. Yeah. If you hit a homer out in the concourse.
Yeah, and he.
But it's not high up on the wall.
It's not at all. And I think that was during it was either the All-Star game or during Home Run Derby. But yeah, nobody's ever hit it in the air in a game. I think the farthest one was like Darryl Strawberry, and he hit to like dead center. That's the farthest home run hit there. Yeah, no, that ballpark's super sweet. But yeah.
Crazy. So we just cranked out like about 50 minutes.
Sick. First episode.
Call it a wrap.
Almost in the books, yeah.
Some fun stuff. A little bit about ourselves.
Drink a little of this Bumbleberry vodka from Secrets.
Oh yeah.
Right. Jason is like, maybe a few too many Natty Bows last night. Yeah, but thank you guys for listening. It's fun. Next week. We're going to try to get a couple
guests
of we will say what we call fan favorite guests. We're going to leave that there, but they're important people to us and people that kind of helped morph us, I guess. Oh, circling back. Hold on. One thing before we wrap up. One thing. The story that I want to tell you about the guy hitting on me.
Oh.
When I did work at Dempsey's Brew Pub at Camden Yards, we had a work trip. We had like 7 or 8 of us go down to Ocean City. Or it was in Delaware. It's like Rehoboth. We're out at a bar, all drinking, having a good time. Really good band on the stage. And all the girls absolute drooling over the lead singer. Right? Like, dude, after the set, they're trying to like talk to him and he like buy him a drink and blah, blah, blah. And he comes down and he's talking to him and he's like, oh, who's your friend over there? And I'm like, who? Because all the girls are clumped. Like, they're all together. Like, who are you talking about? He's like, oh, the redhead. And he's talking about me, and Shem was like, Garrett? And
Garrett?
And they were, like, all pissed at me. Like, I don't know why at me. Like, I wasn't flirting with it. Like, I wasn't screaming his name. Like,
You're
it was
just looking cute.
Dude, that was probably
you can't be doing that.
Pre Devin spilling his drink all over me in a picture. God, those nights.
Some stories.
Yeah, they were. That was a feisty night. But yeah, so I definitely want to get that story out because that shit made me laugh so much.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah,
well, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
We'll be updating regularly with new content.
That'll be the easiest way to find episodes.
Probably some little bit new artwork coming.
Yeah,
and
still working out where we want to get this out. Probably. Yeah.
Well, definitely. So we'll be posting a video of this podcast with audio to YouTube, and then we'll be doing that we know of right now. We'll be trying to get to Spotify,
Apple Music,
Yeah, Apple Podcast.
Subscription.
And then what else?
Google
Podcast, and then Stitcher is another one, and then maybe a couple other ones. But yeah, definitely check us out on Apple Podcast. We're waiting for that authorization to go through, and on YouTube. But we'll be posting all of our links to Facebook and Instagram for sure. So just keep updated with social media.
Feel free to reach out. I mean, we want to see.
Yeah. So all these questions
you
we
don't
had
like
to think
it,
of.
you do like it.
Yeah, we definitely want
change.
straight up reviews.
It's our first time doing a podcast.
Yeah, which neither of us like the way we sound, so it's just we're going.
No, I do. I sound beautiful. I'm an angel. I can't sing, but I can talk.
For the listeners, you guys can't see the halo over top of Jesse's head right now.
Well, they can on YouTube.
Oh, true. You got to tune into YouTube then. But no, it was fun. I'm excited for the next week already.
Yeah. So that's it. It's a wrap.